Hi, welcome back to today's class. It's going to be a 45-minute flow class with a lot of really nice hip openers. So have your strap nearby or your scarf or whatever it is you use to help get deeper into the asanas and enjoy the stretch, but do take care not to overextend. So follow instructions quite closely. I don't want anybody injuring themselves. Have your belt strap, scarf, whatever you use nearby. If you've got yoga blocks, have them nearby. You might want to use them, see how it goes. And we're going to start off, as ever, in my favorite pose, which is lying flat on the floor. But today we're going to start off with knees bent. So have your knees together, feet mat width, and just bring yourself down to your mat. Adjust your hips a little bit, adjust your shoulders. Bring your arms by the side, gently tuck your chin, lengthen the back of the neck, and just relax your shoulders down. Take a quick body scan. Are you relaxing your hips, shoulders, arms, hands? What about your face? Relax your jaw, relax your forehead, relax your tongue, and just breathe. And then on your next inhale, taking in a really nice big breath through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth and let it go. Aiming for Ujjayi breath. Inhale through the nose. Fill your lungs and then exhale. Release your shoulders. Inhale one more time. Fill your lungs and exhale. Release those shoulders down. On your next inhale, start to lift your arms. Bring your fingertips up, fingers pointing to the ceiling. On your next exhale, spread the fingers really wide and super slowly start to lower your arms out to the side. Take your time. Move really slowly, releasing them down. Backs of the hands touch the floor. On your next inhale, slide them along the floor up behind you. Reach along with the fingers. Pull your Uddiyana Bandha, your belly button, up and in towards your spine. And then slowly bring the hands back up, fingers to the ceiling, and release your arms by the side. Heel toe your feet in together. Let the knees drop out. Bring the soles of the feet together, Supta Baddha Konasana. Now, if you want to use your strap, bringing it round your feet to then pull your feet in closer towards your perineum, you can. It sometimes helps just to give them a gentle pull in, but then release your knees out to the side. Relax those knees down, release your hips. Focus on just letting the knees sink down. If you feel any discomfort here, you can grab your yoga bricks and you could always pop them on whatever height is best for you underneath your outer thighs or underneath your butt cheeks, and let your legs rest on the thighs. See what's going to feel nicest for your body today. So knees dropping out, palms are facing up. Let go of your inner thigh muscles. Just relax those knees down. Inhale, bring your arms up, fingertips up to the ceiling. Exhale, lower them out to the side. Inhale, fingertips up to the ceiling. And exhale, lower them long behind you, reaching them long behind you, stretching out your stomach, your armpits, your arms reaching long. Pull your belly button up and into your spine as you bring your hands back up, fingers to the ceiling. And exhale, release them out to the side. Squeeze your butt cheeks together a tiny bit. Push your feet together, soles together, and just start to bring the knees up. Bring the soles of the feet flat to the mat. Slowly lower both knees to one side, stacking knees and feet, turn head in opposite direction. Use your bandha, bring the knees back up to center. And slowly lower them to the other side, turning head towards the left. Engage Bandha, coming knees back up. One more time. Over to the left, turn head to the right. Inhale to center. And exhale, lower knees to the right. Stack the knees and feet. Turn head to the left. And then use your core to bring yourself up. Take hold of that strap, belt, scarf, whatever you're using, and pop it around the ball of the left foot. Then I want you to lift your shoulders, reach your hands up quite high, and then getting the leg as straight as you can you release your shoulders down? And you're then going to just pull the foot a little bit more over your face. On your next inhale, pull on the strap, bring your knee towards your chest. And as you exhale, straighten the leg, push the heel away. Inhale, elbows come wide as you pull knee to chest. And exhale, lengthen, straighten, push the heel away. One more time. Inhale, pull that knee tightly to your chest. Really pull on the strap. Don't let the shoulders lift. And exhale, straighten. Then bring both straps into the left hand. Your right hand is going to push your right hip down. And you're going to slowly release that left leg out to the left, push the heel away, and stop the minute your right hip lifts. So you might not come really, really super far down because you want that right hip to stay firmly anchored to the mat. You can pull on the strap, push the heel away if you want to lengthen the back of the left leg. And then just relax, let go of your thigh muscles, your hip muscles, and just let your arms support the weight of that leg. Sinking down. And then micro bend the knee, bring the leg back up. Now straighten your right leg, flex the right foot. Strap goes into the right hand, left arm extends out to the left. Now we're not coming to a full twist here. What I want you to do, again, is push the heel away, straighten that left leg. And then you're just going to lower it a little bit to the right. And the minute you feel your left butt cheek lifting, stop. The stretch is down the back of the calf and here down the side of the leg. You'll feel this here. Bear with it. Relax your hip muscles. Try and relax your thigh muscles. And perhaps you'll find a bit of extra length here. It might feel a bit uncomfortable, but there shouldn't be any pain. Never pain in yoga. And then engage your core, bring that foot back up to the ceiling, pull the knee into the chest and swap your feet over. Right foot into the strap, extend it really long. Walk the hands up, pull the shoulders down, toes towards you as you press that heel away. On your next inhale, elbows come wide, pull knee into chest. As you exhale, straighten the leg, extending. Shoulders always stay down on the mat. Inhale, knee to chest. And exhale, straightening up. One more time. Inhale, pull that knee tightly to the chest. And as you exhale, push the heel away, pull the toes down and pause here. Both straps into the right hand to left hip. Slowly with care, ease that right leg out to the side. Stop if you feel that left hip lifting. And then push the heel away, stretch out the legs here, breathing here. Then micro bend the knee, bring it up to center, extend left leg long, straps in the left hand, right hand out to the side, and just lower that right leg. Don't let the butt cheek lift. So you're not going to come super deep, but you're going to feel it on the outer thigh, maybe into your calf. Push the heel away, pull the toes towards you. Slightly uncomfortable, but definitely not painful. Breathing here. And then bringing that leg back up. Pull the knee into the chest, pop the strap to one side, and bring the other knee in as well. Hands on the knees, and start to draw big circles over the hips. Use your hands to bring the knees in and out, pushing them away. So inhaling in and to the side, exhale away and together. Inhaling and exhaling. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Pause, change direction, out to the sides, into the chest, then pushing the knees away. 3 lovely big circles here, using the breath to circle knees over the hips. 1 more to go, and then pausing here. Take hold of the big toes with index finger, middle finger, and thumb. Extend one leg out to the side, push the heel away, and bring that foot back down to exhale, other leg, straightening the leg, push the heel away. Inhale back to center. And you can stay with stretching one leg at a time, or you can take both legs out to a straddle. If your shoulders lift in a straddle, pull them down. Draw the shoulders down. Let gravity, let your arms deepen that straddle pose, pushing heels away, pulling toes down. Deep, deep stretch. And if you're doing one side at a time, come and join us in our straddle. Then release the toes, T-shape your arms. Using your inner thigh strength, keep the feet flexed as you slowly start to bring the legs up and inner edges of the feet tap. Exhale, lead with the heels as you slowly lower the legs out to the sides. Straddle. Rotate the heels, leading up with the heels. Heels are going to touch. Feet come together and then toes lead as we come back to our straddle. Inhaling up, tap heels together. Exhale, lowering heels lead. Reversing, coming up and releasing down. 2 more times. Inhale, legs up together, tap heels together. Exhale, leading down with the heels. Last time, leading up with the heels, they tap, feet together, and then wrap your arms behind the thighs, lower your calves over your hands, take a rock from side to side, massaging that hard-working lower back. And then bring your hands to your shins and start to rock and roll up and down your spine and coming upright to your comfortable cross-legged seat pose. Whichever option you're taking in your cross-legged seat pose, try and draw your feet closer in, trying to get the knees A, level with each other, and B, coming closer down towards the mat. Beautiful. Bring your fingertips out to the side. Push into the fingertips, lengthen in the spine. Draw shoulders away from ears. Pull your belly button up and in and keep the length in your spine as you release the hands out to the side. As they come up, interlace fingers, push the palms away. Draw the biceps back so your ears are inside your biceps. And then gently folding one way, look under the arm. Inhale to center and the other way. Inhaling back up, release your hands, interlace fingers behind you. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Looking up on your next inhale. And as you exhale, hinging forwards, arms lifting up, perhaps forehead coming to the mat or onto a block. See how it feels. Straightening those arms, can you squeeze your shoulder blades together a tiny bit more? Inhale, bringing yourself upright and release. Change the cross of your legs. Go on the side that always feels a little bit weird, possibly a little bit uncomfortable. See how it goes. Fingertips to the mat either side, push into the fingertips, lengthen to the spine, shoulders down and away from ears as your belly button pulls up and in. Releasing your hands out and up, interlace them the different way, the way that feels weird. Push the palms away, biceps by your ears. Exhale, folding one way. Inhale to lift and folding the other way. Nice. Inhale to lift, release the arms, bring them behind you, interlace fingers the wrong way. Squeeze the shoulders together as you straighten your arms. And then slowly, you might not come as far forward because the legs are the wrong way around. Coming forwards, lifting the arms up, squeeze the shoulders together, straighten your arms as much as you can. And then lifting up, releasing, and coming to hands on the knees. Beautiful. Lengthen the spine. And we're just going to do some rotations over the hips, holding onto the knees for support. But I want you to think about pulling your belly button up and in the whole time you're doing this. So keep your core fired up, your bandha fired up to support your lower back, and then pause on your next forward fold. Change directions. Easing out the lower back. Breathing deep breaths in and out through the nose. Ujjayi breath, perhaps. And then pausing. Really nice. Grab hold of your right foot and just bring it underneath your yellow foot. Yellow foot. Your left foot. Where did that come from? Bringing the left hand behind you. Push into the hand. Get length into your spine. Inhale your right arm up. And then as you exhale, hooking the elbow outside the knee, reset your spine nice and long. Pull belly up and in as you then turn and twist to look over the shoulder. Breathing here. Inhale, get the length into your spine, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, push against the knee and maybe twisting a little bit more. And maybe even a tiny bit more. Turn your eyeballs and look out at the left corners of your eyes. Breathing here. And then release, bring your hands to the other side to de-rotate. Follow, I know you're new, Sally, and hi, Carrie, nice to see you. Push into the hands. Oh, Ada's beating me to it. Lift your bottom. Walk your hands behind you as you pivot on your feet. And then bending the knees, sit down, and we're set up on the other side. Right hand comes behind you. Left arm lifts up. Get the length, but pull the shoulder down, and then twisting, hooking the elbow. Reset that lovely length in your spine. Then pushing against the knee, maybe turning to look over the right shoulder. Inhale, length into your spine. Exhale, can you squeeze that right shoulder behind you a little bit? Inhale, length. Exhale, can you turn your head a little more, your eyeballs a little more? Breathing here. And then gently release. Uncurl your legs, bring the soles of the feet together, and either taking hold of the feet or using your strap, draw the heels in as close to your perineum as you can get them. Sometimes the strap works better. Now, what I don't want is I don't want kind of hunchy backs. So keep the length in your spine, shoulders down and away from ears. Just draw the heels in, deepening that little hip opener. Pausing here, pull your belly button up and in. Can you find more length in your spine, in your neck? Nice. And then release. And coming over onto your knees. Now we're going to do some hip stretches here as like you, or I always do this anyway. Just double your strap over, your mat over. So you've got some padding, because I don't know about where you are, but this floor can feel a bit hard sometimes. And you want the knee directly under the hip, left leg coming out to the side. And again, alignment. So heel and ankle, knee, hip, beautifully aligned. Make sure you're not leaning one way or the other. You want shoulders over hips, and just bring your hands to your hips and get that sense of pushing your hips down, lengthening in the spine, belly drawing up and in, and then left hand to left thigh, right hand to right. On the inhale, reach that arm out, lifting it up, pull the shoulder down, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting right arm up, windmill your arms, sliding right fingertips down, left bicep to left ear. Use your core to bring yourself up and windmill the arms. Right bicep to right ear. Inhale up, And exhale, slide the fingers down, maybe onto your block or maybe fingers to the mat. Reach that arm up, keep it nice and long. And inhale, windmill up and over. One more time, bring the bicep to the ear. Inhale and exhale, maybe hands to the mat. Nice. Bringing yourself up, and we're going to swap sides. This should feel quite nice on your inner thigh. Extend the right leg. And again, check your alignment, heel, knee, hip. Nice. Hands by your side. Belly fired up and in. Left arm reaches out, reaches up, and fold. Windmilling the arms, slowly moving. Left fingertips creeping down, maybe to the mat. Right bicep to right ear. Inhale, windmill, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One side will always feel easier than the other. Bicep to the ear. Draw belly up and in as we come back over. Left bicep to left ear. And last time this way. Right bicep to right ear. Reaching up and coming back up. Nice. Unroll your mat. And coming to all fours. Quick round of cat-cow. So make sure hands are under shoulders, knees are under hips. Push hard into your hands, straighten the arms. Inhale, lift your tailbone and looking forward at roughly 45 degrees. And as you exhale, pull belly button up and in, chin to chest, pushing up to your cat, gaze between the knees. Releasing, lift tailbone and pushing into hands and knees, chin to chest, pushing up. Releasing to your cow. And one more time, up to your cat, and we're going to stay here. So push into your knees, push into your hands. Really try and get as much extension in your spine as possible, across the tops, backs of your shoulders. Push harder into your hands. And then keep your hands where they are. Lower your hips to your heels. Lower the forearms, lower the forehead, and take a moment in child's pose. If it's more comfortable, bring your knees mat width and lower down here. And just a couple of breaths here. Just let your hips sink down. And then on your next inhale, lift your head, lengthen your hands away from you. Reach them as far as they will go. Spread your fingers really wide. Tuck your toes, and we're coming to our first downward dog. And I want you to pedal your legs out, but move slowly. Push one heel to the mat, and then the other. Maybe a little twist in the hips, looking underneath the opposite arm. See how it feels. But you want to get that nice stretch on the backs of your legs and your back. And then pause in your still dog. Push into the hands. Can you get your chest closer to your thighs? Can you lift your hips? Can you lower your heels? Breathing here for 5 deep breaths. On every exhale, push into the hands. Push the chest to the thighs. Straightening your legs as much as you can. Deep, even breaths as you ease into your lovely, lovely downward, upside down V shape. Maybe you're on your last breath by now. Looking forward, bend the knees, walking up to the top of your mat, big toes touch, heels apart, folding over your thighs. You can keep the knees gently bent here. Bring the arms out to the side. Bring them up to the ceiling. Interlace fingers. Straightening the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades as your arms come up and over. Perhaps giving your head a little nod, a little shake here. And then using your arms as a lever, push into your feet, chin to chest, as you slowly start to unfold, coming up to standing, straight legs, straight arms. Inhale, lift your chin, maybe a little back bend. And then release the arms. Inhale, shoulders up, back and down, and forwards. Big circles with the shoulders. Going one way. And then change direction. Back, up, forwards and down. Using the breath. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And then just give them a little shrug, your arms a little shake, and we're ready to flow. So we're going to do our sun salutations, and we're going to be doing some warrior poses, a half moon as well. So if you've got your yoga bricks, maybe do it now, is just put one at each end of the mat, so they're there ready for you to use when you need them, okay? And then coming to the top of your mat, big toes touch, heels apart. Like you're drawing from your sacrum, from your lower back, down past your butt cheeks, underneath you, our little pelvic tilt, drawing the belly up and in. Lift the kneecaps and the fronts of the thighs. Arms are reaching down, fingertips trying to get to your knees. Keep that core nice and strong as arms reach out. And reach up, maybe looking up. Turn the palms outwards as you gracefully swan dive, hands either side of your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees to get your hands flat as your right leg lifts, steps back to a lunge pose. Push that right heel away, squeeze the right kneecap. Left arm is going to lift up, looking up in a twist. Breathing here. And then left hand outside left foot, step back, take your plank. Lower your knees, shift your shoulders past your wrists. Biceps clamp to your side as you hinge down, chest and chin to the mat. Sliding to your baby cobra, point your toes. Push your knees, tuck toes, and we're up in our downward facing dog. Feet are roughly a clenched fist width apart. Push your chest towards your thighs. Breathing here, can you lower your heels a little bit more? Weight stays on the left leg, right leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, bring your heel to your right butt cheek. You can stay here. You can rotate the right hip open, knee coming up to the ceiling, looking underneath your right arm. Or you can flip left heel down and take a wild thing, lift those hips up to the ceiling. Breathing here. And then right hand to the mat, coming back up, three-legged dog. Looking forward, step or move the foot between your hands. Left hand under left shoulder, right arm lifting up to your twist. Looking up, push the left heel away, squeeze the left kneecap. And then right hand outside right foot, step forward, toes touch, heels apart in your deep fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Pull the belly up and in as the arms lift up. And hands to heart center. Inhale, arms out wide and up, take a back bend. Exhale, pull your belly up and in as you swan dive, hands either side of the feet. Inhale, halfway lift, pull shoulders away from ears. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back, step the right foot back to your plank. Knees, chest and chin. Cobra or up dog. Pushing back to your downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Lower the right heel though if it's lifted. Bend left knee, rotate the hip, knee up to the ceiling, heel by your butt cheek. Staying here or flipping over to your wild thing. Lift your hips. Let your left arm just drop out to the side. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then left hand to the mat, or left leg lifting up, three-legged dog. Looking forward, step it between your hands. Beautiful. Step the right foot to meet it, toes together, heels apart. Deep, deep fold. Pause here for a moment. Can you straighten your legs a little bit more? Can you get your hands flat? Drawing belly up and in. Reverse that swan dive. Arms reaching out, reaching up and to heart center. Inhaling out and up to your back bend. Exhale, swan dive to the mat. Bring hands in front of the feet. Bend the knees really deep. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, jump or step back to your plank. Pausing in plank. Walk your toes in, push the heels away. Nice. Now you can either come down knees, chest, chin, or shift up onto the top of your big toes. Again, your biceps are going to hug the rib cage as you slowly, slowly lower. Inhaling to your cobra or your up dog. Let the hips sink down. If you're an up dog, you're on the tops of your feet. And then lifting hips, downward facing dog. Give the legs a pedal. One heel. And then 5 deep breaths in our downward facing dog. Check your hands are shoulder width. Push into the hands. Lower the heels. Maybe give your head a little nod, a little shake. Breathing here. On your next inhale, left foot stays down, right leg lifts up high, 3-legged dog. Looking forward, step or move the foot between your hands, coming up to your warrior one. So thinking about your train tracks, feet are hip width apart on your mat, both legs straight to start. Draw the hips forward, pull the right hip back, left hip forward, elbows pointing behind you, chest is proud. And then just start to bend and straighten that right knee, adjusting your stride length so you can bring your knee something close to a 90-degree bend perhaps. Straightening that left leg behind you. Keep reaching the arms up. Keep sinking the hips nice and low. And then release your arms behind you, interlace fingers, squeeze those shoulders together. Coming forwards, humble warrior, right shoulder inside right knee as your arms come up and over. Looking down between your legs. Breathing here. Then release your hands. Bring your right hand inside the right foot. Left arm lifting up, looking up. Nice. And then bring the left hand down. Fingertips on the mat, either side of the right foot. Draw the right hip back as you straighten that right leg. Coming to our pyramid pose. You can stay here with arms extended, or you can draw your chest more over the right thigh, bend the elbows out, and maybe fold over that right knee. But keep drawing the right hip back, feeling that length, nice straight legs. And then releasing a little bit, bend the knee, step the back foot in and grab your block. We're coming to our half moon. So you can have it on the highest setting, medium setting, or just bring your hand to the mat. I'm going to stick with the medium setting today. Bring left hand to hip. Nice. And then slowly bring yourself upright and bring the block with you. Draw that left shoulder back. Look down just past your right foot. And then you're going to shift your weight forwards, coming to your toes on your left foot. And coming up, I'm going to move back a bit. I'm going to whack my head. Starting to hinge forwards, bringing that brick down to the mat. Lift the left leg up to something resembling hip height. Draw left shoulder back, left hip back. Lift the left arm. You're still looking down at your mat. Get that arm lifted up. Get the hips stacked on top of each other. Shoulders are stacked, like you're pushing your hips and shoulders against that invisible wall. Now imagine there's a ping pong ball underneath you. You're looking at it. Follow that ball as it rolls along the floor. Slowly, tracking that imaginary ball as it rolls across the rim and hits a wall. And as it then travels up the wall, follow with the gaze. And you're going to end up looking straight ahead of you. Keep lifting that left leg. Keep drawing that left shoulder back. Breathing here in your half moon, straightening that standing leg a tiny bit more perhaps. Nice. And then bend the standing knee and bring yourself up. Set the block down on the floor and we'll come back to the top of the mat. I'm going to go this way this time. So big toes together, heels apart. Drawing down from your sacrum underneath you. Get that little pelvic tilt in. Protect your lower back. Arms by the side. Inhaling them out and up. Little back bend. Exhaling, swan dive, hands either side of the feet. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, fold. Bring your hands in front of you. If you want to jump back, bend the knees. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, jumping back, taking your plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, whichever option you take. The biceps are hugging your rib cage. Inhaling cobra or up dog. And we're going to meet in downward facing dog. You can pedal your legs out. This is our rest pose. So push one heel away and then the other. Twisting in the hips, looking under the arms maybe. And then coming to your still dog. Look at the hands, push into them, get the chest closer to the thighs. Lower the heels. Right foot stays down, left leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Looking forwards, step, walk or move it between your hands, coming up, warrior one on the other side. And again here, draw the hips and shoulders forwards. Have a nice long stride. Move your feet longer apart. Coming forwards, bending and straightening that front knee. Sinking down. Nice. And then coming into your full pose. Bring the hips and shoulders forwards, release the arms. Looking up, sink the shoulders away. Sink the hips nice and low. Keep reaching the arms, keep pulling belly up and in. Strong Uddiyana Bandha as the arms lift. Looking up. And then don't change your legs, just bring your arms to the side. Interlace fingers, squeeze the shoulders together. And as you exhale, humble warrior on this side. Arms coming up and over. Keep reaching the arms up, lifting up. Then release the hands. Bring the left hand inside the left foot as right arm lifts up. Twisting up, sink the hips nice and deep. And release, hands either side of the left foot. Straighten the left leg, pull left hip back and right hip slightly forwards. And maybe elbows coming wide as you drape yourself over that left knee. Relax the neck. Just let your head hang here. Keep pulling left hip back. And then lifting your head, bending the knee. Grab your brick that's on this side. Right hand coming to right hip. Pushing yourself up to standing. Stepping in a little bit, setting up for our half moon on the other side. So open that shoulder. Keep that shoulder open. Keep your hips open as you start to shift your weight forwards. Hinging from the hips, coming down to your half moon. Open up the right shoulder and the right hip. Open up your chest to the side and then get that imaginary ping pong ball. Start to roll it, follow with the gaze, really slowly. The slower you do this, the more likely you are to keep your balance. And then it comes to a wall. It starts to roll up the wall. You're still turning your head super, super slowly until you're looking straight in front of you. And then maybe lifting that right arm, pushing the right heel away from you, straightening the standing leg, rotating your body open. Breathing here for another 5, 4, 3, oh, I'm wobbling, 2, 1, bend the standing leg and bring yourself up, pop the block away and just give the legs a shake. Woohoo, you'll be feeling that in your hips for sure. And then just coming to mat width, toes facing out, heels are in, hands are on the hips, shoulders are up, back and down. Starting to sit in your imaginary chair, bring yourself down. And then using your hands to bring yourself down onto your bottom, feet in a nice wide straddle. Hands on the inner thighs as you bring your legs out even wider. Flex those feet. Nice. And then start to creep your arms down your legs, hands down your legs, folding forwards a little bit. Pause. our little gentle rock that we use in our forward folds. And then creep the fingertips further, maybe to the ankles. And again, a really gentle rock in the lower back. And maybe your hands take the tops of the feet or your toes. See where you get to in this. And then pulling onto your ankles, your feet, your toes, wherever you reach, lengthen into the spine, pull the shoulders away from the ears, pull your belly button up and in, pull flex those feet even more. And then you're pulling your spine long as you start to come forwards. You don't have to go super low. I want you to keep your spine as long as you can. You're looking down in front of you, neck is long. And just keep working on our little wiggle in the lower back and see if you can bring yourself deeper into the fold. Really nice. And then if you want to, you can bring your hands down to the mat, forearms down, drop chin to chest and just flex those toes even more. Flex your feet so hard your heels lift. Breathing here. And then pushing into your hands, lengthen your arms, walk yourself back, bend the knees, soles of the feet together, interlace hands underneath, and let's give our butterfly wings a nice little flap. Lovely. Well done, everyone. Quite half moon pose is hard. It is. You just lose all sense of balance the minute you start moving your head. And then bringing the knees together, making sure you're about halfway down your mat. Arms long, C-shape your lower back. Use that strong core to help lower yourself down to the mat. Bring the knees in, give them a hug, a little rock and roll from side to side. Nice. And then keeping the knees really high, have your left fingertips on the outer right knee. Draw the legs all the way over to the left. Right arm extends, coming to a supine twist. Try and keep the knees high. Shoulders are on the mat. Head is turned to the right. Relax the shoulders. Relax your hips. Breathing here. This should feel like a really lovely twist after all that hard work. And close your eyes. You're not going to need them for the next few minutes. And then draw your belly button up and in. Strong core. Bring your legs up to center. Right arm goes over the knees. Fingertips outside left knee. Draw those knees over, high up to the right. Turn head to the left. Relax those shoulders. And then bringing knees up to center. One last squeeze, one last hug. And then releasing the feet, setting up for your Shavasana of choice. If you want to stretch out the hips even more, soles of the feet together, knees drop out to the side. If you've had enough with your hips, bring the knees together and feet out wide, or extend your legs long to the corners of the mat, arms by your side, palms facing up. Tuck the chin, lengthen the back of the neck, and just relax. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 3. In, 2, 3, 4. And out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, relax your shoulders. Keep breathing at your own rate, even length breath. Relax every muscle in your body. And very gently, moving fingers, toes, wrists and ankles. Slide your legs together, point your toes as you inhale, your arms up long overhead. Stretch the left side a little bit more, the right side a little bit more. Flex your feet, point and flex. And then gently bring one knee in, the other knee in, give them a hug, a little rock and roll from side to side. And rolling over, using your hands to bring yourselves up to your comfortable cross-legged seat, hands at heart center. Inhale, hands up, looking up, and then to the third eye, to heart center, and namaste, my lovelies.